So a little bit about me. I'm Ary Evans. I am the sales lead for the state of Florida. I also manage the state of Texas, and I help out in Georgia, in Atlanta area, for all of our Hispanic brokers. I'm Ary Evans. Please don't be confused by the last name because yo soy cubanita, así que, you know. So, yeah, I speak both. So I'm here for you. With us today, let's go back. Oh, before getting ahead of myself. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk a little bit about Oscar, the new products. We're going to talk about some announcements. We're going to talk about the member experience, 2025 portfolio, the broker experience, and in conclusion, at the end, we have a slide with all of our phone numbers and all of our emails. So please take a picture of that. If you need anything, just let us know. We're here once again. Thank you. So this is the South Florida team. With us today, we do have Amanda Morera, who is all the way in the back. Amanda, say hello. Raise your. There you go. Amanda helps in Central Florida, but she's here helping us today. She also manages certain relationships here in South Florida. Jocelyn, as you see here, that's my little picture there. And our boss lady, Madeline Aratola, she's actually here, so she's all the way in the back. So say hi, Madeline. So I have to be on my best behavior. My boss is here, so I will try to be good. So let's talk a little bit about Oscar. So I always love to read this quote because it really signifies in what we're here, right? It is about Mario Schlosser, who is the co-founder and chief technical officer at Oscar. And by the way, I saw him last week. We were in New York in headquarters. We're based out of New York, right? And he was there. So we started Oscar in 2012 to create the kind of health insurance company we would want for ourselves, one that behaves like a doctor in the family. Wow, what a powerful statement, right? I mean, we're member-centric. We were created to better serve our members and to better provide health care. So it's a big deal. So this one also, it's one that I love. We have come a long way from 2012, right? And we have grown, and we have some amazing things coming for 2025. So we're not done yet. We're not done growing. We're not done creating new things and innovating. So just stay tuned. And Amanda is going to talk a little bit about that, and Jocelyn as well. But one of the things that I wanted to tell you is the future of healthcare is individualized, consumer-centered products. This is really important because we do see the market growing. We do see it expanding because of ICRA. So if you have any questions about ICRA, just let us know. We work with a special team, and we can answer any questions or put you in contact with one of our team members. And the last one, members are at the center of what we do, and their experience is our guiding light. This is what Oscar was created, right? It's a member-centric approach where the member comes first. So we're really excited about the growth, and I'm proud to say that today we serve 1.6 million members. This is incredible. We're in 18 states. Currently, we are in 446 counties, and for 2025, we'll be in 504 counties. Also, who we are. Oh my goodness. Top 3 ACA carrier in the nation. That's amazing, right? From that 2014 when we first participated in the Affordable Care Act, and we ended up the year with 15,000 members, right? 90% of our enrollments are because of you. So thank you so much. We're here because you've brought us the membership, you've trusted Oscar. Thank you, we really appreciate that. And 66% of our members, or our score is 60 plus 66 of our NPS, and that's a metric that it's for customer loyalty, for satisfaction. Let me tell you, this is really high. Anything over 50, the number 50 is an amazing number, because if you really do some research, you'll find that there's some carriers out there that either have 0 or a minus number. Yeah. So I also like this slide as well because it kind of shows our incremental, our steady growth throughout the years. Once again, we started in 2012, right? We were founded. Our first ACA, 2014, where we ended up with 15,000 members. We went public on 2021, and shortly after that, we reached our million member mark. To today, 1.6 million. Also, we have some exciting things coming for 2025. Amanda's going to go through that, so stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit about some Spanish plans, some HMO products in other markets, so exciting things to come. So with that, I want to, one thing I forgot. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about enhancements made to the broker portal. I encourage all of you to log in, go into your broker portal, right? You're going to see some really neat things there. And we do plan to offer an expanded portfolio of off-exchange plans for our ICRA. Yes, stay tuned for those as well. We're going to be having some webinars on ICRA, so I encourage all of you to learn a little bit about that. And then obviously the HMO, the gatekeeper HMO that we're introducing in other markets, let's say some markets like Georgia and in Texas, and then the Spanish first plans and member experience. That's a first. No other carrier has that. Spanish first plans. You're going to be able to see it. It's going to say Buena Salud and whatever the plan is. So we're excited about that.
So I'm going to be sharing what you're probably all waiting to hear and see, which is what's new for 2025. And Oscar is coming out with a lot of new products, interesting products this year that I'll be going over. So Ary briefly mentioned that we will be launching an HMO product. Again, this is not going to be available in the state of Florida, but it will be in certain markets in the state of Texas as well as Georgia. We have some updates that we've made to the portal to help you better manage your book of business. And later in the presentation, you'll actually see some screenshots of what that's going to look like. And those will be available for you in the near future. We also have our Spanish-led experiences. So in the state of Florida, you might be familiar with Hola Oscar, but basically once you opt a member in to, if they're Spanish speaking, then their experience will be in Spanish, and they'll also have access to a dedicated care guide in Spanish. And in the state of Georgia, we're going to have a brand new product called Buena Salud, and we'll get into that a little bit more later on. And last but not least, we're really excited about ICRA. I don't know if any of you had the chance to attend the presentation this morning at 9:30. I see a few people nodding their head. But it's a very interesting product, especially for you guys who are really familiar with the ACA market. So a little bit about our HMO guided care experience. So here at Oscar, we like to do things differently, and we like to bring what we call the Oscar magic, right? And so we wanted to introduce this HMO gate kept plan, but we wanted to do it our way. We wanted to do it the Oscar way. So we've streamlined the experience, and we've tried to make it as simple as possible for members who are enrolled in this plan to get referrals. So as an agent, your job is to help them with the first step, which is to select a primary care provider. Once they've done that, they can go into the application, and they'll actually see their PCP's information there, and they can go ahead and request a referral through the app. And then my favorite piece is that they can actually check on the status of that referral. So there's a lot of transparency there, which other carriers aren't offering. And again, the whole point of this is just to give the same member experience that we offer our members enrolled in EPO and our open access products with this new HMO plan. And so you'll be seeing more information about this later on in our upcoming webinar series, but it's going to be available again in Texas and in Georgia. And then we're really excited about these Spanish-led experiences that we're bringing to our members through Hola Oscar and through Buena Salud. So we are the first ACA carrier to offer a Spanish product like this, okay? So we are really trying to innovate here, and we're leading the market with these innovative plans. So through Buena Salud, again, offered in Georgia and certain markets in Georgia, the plan is in Spanish, the benefits are in Spanish, so it's an end-to-end experience in Spanish, and from day one, the member is receiving all the information in their native language. So in addition to that, their care team, their dedicated care team, which at Oscar, that's typically a team of 3 people, a nurse practitioner, as well as customer service representatives. They're all going to be Spanish speakers. And the idea is that every time they call into Oscar, whether they have a question or a problem, they're speaking to the same team each time. So we will also be sharing, again, those updates to the broker portal, but they're designed to help you guys manage your business. And we are constantly listening to your feedback and taking that feedback in and making improvements to our portal. And I'm proud to say that we often hear that we have the best in class broker tools and services. And I really do believe that our portal is easy to use and makes it easier for you guys to work with your clients and to engage with them. And then we've been mentioning ICRA a little bit, but at a high level, ICRA is a group insurance product, okay? And the reason why I highly recommend that you guys learn more about this is because the plans are the same plans that are offered through the ACA market. So you guys are already familiar with these plans, you're already familiar with these benefits. But again, this is a product that's marketed towards groups. There's no minimum, there's no maximum, so any group size. Commissions are very similar. They're per member per month, similar to ACA, to what you're used to. And the difference is that the subsidy for the plan, instead of coming from the government, is coming from the employer themselves. And they get to pick how much they want to subsidize each employee in that group. And I'm sure you have heard the most recent news concerning Health Sherpa, the Health Sherpa announcement. But I do want to let you all know that for open enrollment, you will still be able to quote plans on Health Sherpa. So Oscar plans will still appear there. When it comes to the enrollment, you have the option to use the Oscar broker portal, or you can use any other EDE platform, okay? We can send you those resources, but if you go on the CMS website, there's a list of all EDE platforms available for agents. And most of them are free, so there's no charge. And then this slide is basically just a review of some of the CMS rules and regulations that we've seen recently. I'm sure you're already aware that consumer consent is a requirement. So, you know, as a carrier, we really are against fraud in the industry. And so as an agency or an agent, just please make sure that you're documenting these consent forms, that you're keeping them for your records, just in case. You never know if you might need them in the future. Also, for changing AORs, you know now that you have to have a 3-way call with the marketplace in order to do these. And also CMS is discouraging NPN overrides moving forward.
Thank you guys so much for coming. Mira, esto está lleno. Cada presentación is so full, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. Yo no he tomado café, so mi energía está saliendo de no sé dónde. These next three things that we're going to talk about son tres de mis favoritas. Number one, member experience. There's one thing that has remained constant even before ACA, Obamacare, however you call it, is truly what a member experiences in a carrier. A member will never leave a carrier if they're happy, if they're content, if they're using the plan. And we have two jobs. My job is to arm you with everything that you need to get you prepared for open enrollment. And your job is to make sure that you help these members navigate our plans, right? So we're going to be working hand in hand. As I said, we try to arm you with everything we can, the Oscar app being the number one. So how many of you, raise your hand, the member tells you, pedí mi ID card. No tengo mi ID card, se me perdió. All of you, everybody here. So I always recommend download the Oscar app. It is the easiest thing ever. It is in English and in Spanish. Your member has the Oscar ID directly on the app. So if they go to the doctor, they don't need that printed ID card. They can already have it on them all the time. The virtual urgent care and the virtual primary care, it is in select markets, and they also have that. If members, they don't want to go to their houses, they just want to go and connect with a virtual care, they can, and a primary care too in select markets. And then of course we have a care team. We pride ourselves that there's no other robot on the other line. There's a human being on the other line. I myself, I hate calling in and I'm here telling a robot 7 things that they do not understand. It's really nice to be able to connect with another human being on the other line that's able to assist your members, okay? They're there to help you. And again, really touching back on the subject, very easy to create an account. The same account that they're using on the desktop is the same account that they're going to be using on their app. Si abuelito o abuelito tienen Facebook, there is no way que ellos no pueden tener la aplicación. Okay? Si ellos saben cómo usar Facebook, they can definitely know how to use our Oscar app. Okay? Very easy to use. And then of course, esta es mi favorita. I always get this. It's like, Oscar, me está robando mi cliente. We are not stealing your members, okay? We do collect the data, phone number, email address, and their language preferences. Many times we do send them a text message or email saying, hey, you haven't used your, ¿está bien? Oh. Many times, members no usan el plan, okay? You are here and as ACA agents, this is going to be very key. Your members have to use their plan, okay? At least preventative care. Oh, questions towards the end, okay? It's really important that members use their plan. And why do I tell you that, okay? I'm be very honest. I'm very transparent. If a member does not use their plan, what happens next year? They're like, yo no sé ese plan, I don't need it. Cancélame eso. Tell me no. ¿Cuánta gente no dice eso year after year? Every single year. So your job is to make sure that these members see the benefits. Quiero que alguien cójale agua. Are you okay? Okay. It's very important. If a member sees the value in their plan, in their healthcare plan, there's no reason why a member is going to want to leave the following year. And how do we do that? This is our job. We make sure that they go at least see the doctor once. And you're saving lives. Many times these members go see the doctor, they do, their blood panel, and they have no idea what's going on. I talk this by experience. There's many times that I connect with members and even agents that tell me, we just saved a life. They had no idea they had diabetes because, they never went to see the doctor. They don't do their preventative care. So your job is to get these members to go at least see the doctor once, okay? And we're arming you with everything that we can to get you prepared to get the members to do that. And members that's using their plan is a member that does see the value and a member that's not going to leave their plan. And Orlando is testament of that, okay? Their members are content. We have been competitive, but we have not been, I want to say, the cheapest, lowest plan. And members are still with Oscar year after year. And that goes to show you that the members are very happy with the service that Oscar is providing for them. A few things. We are, as I mentioned, a tech app that's gonna push for us to connect with the members. We do that by having a whole team by your side, not just us, but you have broker support team as well, and the members have virtual primary care and the virtual urgent care and the care team. Again, just in select markets. For the 2025 portfolio, I am very excited because I will probably be connecting with you guys again on the Spanish webinars. So make sure you take a picture of this. We are going to be training you on every single market that we're in both English and in Spanish. So make sure that you register. This is my favorite part. I've been asking this question in every single time. How many of you, so you're all Florida brokers, right? Everybody? Okay, how many of you sell outside of Florida? Not enough hands, let me tell you, not enough hands. And I will tell you this little secret because I'm sharing secrets a lot today. Florida brokers are aggressive, okay? People out there are scared of you guys, let me tell you. Because many times you will see that there are members out there that have a Florida broker as their agent on CMS or in Cover California. Many times, okay? It is very impactful what you guys can do. And I know that you guys here son agresivos con todos ustedes aquí because you're all here in Florida. So I know many of you have your non-resident licenses. So I'm going to push you this year, okay? Because you're agents and you're here to grow. Definitely tune in to the webinars that we're going to be showing for other states outside of Florida. If you want to grow your book and you're feeling stuck, encourage you to please check out Georgia, check out Texas. There's so many. Listen, there's a reason why Latino vote is huge, okay? 30% of Latinos, that is a huge it's a huge market. 50 million ACA members. There is plenty of membership out there. You just have to get out of Florida, okay? Check out, talk to Ary for Texas and El Paso. There's gonna be opportunity for you as agents. Keep your Florida book, of course. I want you to grow here, but definitely look elsewhere. So definitely tune into our webinars. Take a picture of this so that you can tune into all the webinars that we're going to be having, both in Spanish and in English. I'll probably be talking to you many times in other trainings, myself or Amanda. Okay. Amazing. Again, I think with Oscar, I'll take my shoes outside and say we do have plans that will benefit because many times, like I say, it's not the cheapest plan. It's really what's right for your members. And you're going to see across the board rich benefits in bronze, rich benefits in silver. There's actually in Texas, there's a specific market where people even buy gold. So it's important for you to tune in to the webinars to connect with us and that we can dive deep. We're going to be very detailed per market so that we, arm you with enough information when you're talking to your members. And then the broker experience, my favorite is I get to connect with you one-on-one. We have updated our dashboard and I'm very excited about this because all of the changes that you ever see on the broker dashboard come from you guys. You say, hey, you're missing this. Hey, you can improve this. And we do listen. That's one thing I would tell you about us. Like, we're not going to be there the fastest, but we're going to get there, and we're going to make sure that we do it right. This one is my favorite part. Auto pay. You see that? I've given every session a goal. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to be generous. 50% is your goal for auto pay. Because if members don't pay, you don't get commissions. Okay? So you need to have 50% of auto pay so that half of your paycheck is secured. Okay? The other, you need to make sure that you're calling members, saying, hey, you need to pay. And when do they pay? Because I get recons every single day. You need to make sure that the members are paying between the 1st of the month through the 4th. Because Oscar does have a cutoff. Or now when you download your statements, you're going to be able to see at the very last column, it says why you didn't get paid for the member. And it could be 3 things. Number 1, it's always because the member paid late. Not necessarily late in the month, but late for us because of a cutoff date. Number 2, FFM certification. Make sure you go home and you have your FFM certification done. Very, very important that you complete the 2 steps. And number 3, which I myself have to do, continue education. this is one that I cannot fight for you. The state comes in and says, hey, this agent didn't do a continuing education. We got to term your appointment. I can't fight for you, but I can warn you and I can tell you you got to do that now. So this is very, very important. You're also going to see how many policies have not been paid. And then you'll also be able to see how many of them are at risk in renewals. Okay? So as much information as we can provide for you, we will. And then this one is how to get appointed. I'm actually doing a training this Thursday. If you want to join me, it's going to be in Spanish. It's going to be virtual. I will tell you that we have changed the way that our policies for appointment. Before, it used to be that you can do transfers August through November. We have changed that. So right now, transfer period is now closed. You cannot be transferring from one agency or GA from another. We have it open from June 2025 now to August 2025. If you are a new agent, you can definitely get appointed anytime throughout the year. And then another one that's very important. Oscar is, I will tell you, zero tolerance for fraudulent cases. When we get a Hicks ticket, and I'm sure you guys know what a Hicks ticket is, right? If you don't know what a Hicks ticket is, it's basically when a member comes in and complains about an agent, whether it's like, I don't know who this agent is, I've never talked to this person before, etc. So when we get those tickets, we take them very serious. We even have a team. We pull the whole team together. Write this email down. It's called brokeroversight@highoscar.com. When you have a complaint about an agent or a case that you may have, definitely contact Broker Oversight. Copy me or any of your team members that are in your market to connect and see what's going on. There's no tolerance for this, okay? CMS is getting stricter, but so is Oscar. We're just in line with any fraudulent activity that's going on. And lastly, for all, this is a broker support number. For any reconciliations, anything of that nature, make sure you contact brokers@highoscar.com. But please, before you do your reconciliations, what are you going to do? You're going to download your statements. You're going to review why you're not getting paid. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those 3 things I told you. And then you can send your recon, okay? This is the phone number, and I will give you our contacts. We are a small but mighty team, may I say. This is your national team. Don't tell them that I know I'm your favorite. Just kidding. Okay, I'll open it up for questions.